Hello YouTubers, Maria here with another video, and this time I wanted to show you guys my reference pages that I made for my Fauxbonichi or DIY planner I made in a Miguel Rios notebook from Barnes & Noble. And my previous video I showed you guys the beginning, which is my monthly setup and my day in a page setup in a Fauxbonichi style type of planner or journaling style. But I wanted to make some reference pages in my notebook so that I could really concentrate only on this notebook for the entire month. And what I mean by that is that I constantly use my Filofax or my Midori for a reference type of place. So if I'm looking for the name of my next class, if I'm looking for my passwords, if I'm looking for my contacts, just several lists and things like that that I like to keep in my Filofax, but not everything, of course, just the things that I do reference back to. I wanted to add them to my notebook, and since I did make it into December, and hopefully I will stick with the style of journaling for every day, and you know, I can definitely use this and take it with me on a daily basis. If I want to leave my Filofax after the challenge is over, I can continue to use this planner. So let's get started. The first thing I have is this post-it, and it just says make art every day. And if you can notice, I just scribbled around it with a marker with no real reason. And the reason why I did that is because I wanted to just show that art is not this elaborate canvas with a lot of products and materials. It could just be doing that, a little doodle around a post-it, and just do something every day. The first page I did is the test page, and in here I added all of my current markers and pens because I wanted to see how much bleed through there will be with this type of paper. This is the first time I use this particular notebook. I never heard about it until I watched a YouTube video by Miss Vicky B. So this is the shadow, and of course the Sharpies bleed through, and some other pens, there were some bleed through. Then I have my bullet journal key, my color key, and I numbered the side right here because I wanted to see how many lines there are in the notebook. I'm kind of OCD about my bullet journal setup, so I wanted to see that. Then the next page is my school spread, and here I have a list of the current classes I'm taking, my login information, the current classes names. I have my the name of the future classes I need to take. The next spread is my password spread, and what I did here is I basically wrote down the name of the program, my login, and then the password. I wrote it on these flags, and the reason why I did that is because you have to change your passwords every 3 months or so, or often than that. I mean, it depends, up to you. But I do it normally every 3 months, and since your password changes, I didn't want to continue using pages for a password spread. I wanted this to be my continuously, you know, forever password spread. So here, that's what I did, that in 3 months I can throw away this flag and add a new flag with the new password. After that, I have my list of books I want to read. Then I have my wish list, and in this spread there just seemed to be enough space. There's no reason why I did this here, but there was, as you can tell, some of the pages don't open completely. Like, you see how that pulls. There's no real space in the middle. but on this page it opened perfectly. So I decided to add my own pocket slash dashboard to add sticky notes to and reminders. Right now I just have these alphas and stickers that I want to use up, and this is really easy. All I used was a transparency sheet or binder protector sheet from Office Depot or Staples. Cut it to size, which is 14 by 21. If you guys want to make one for yourself, I cut that 21 by 14, like I said, which is 5 millimeters shorter than the book itself, and or maybe 1 millimeter shorter, and not millimeter, centimeter. And then I used some washi tape and put that in there. So now I have a little pocket if I want to add some memorabilia or something and I don't want to take my actual travel case with me. I can just take my notebook. So like I said, this is my wish list, my Midori Traveler's Notebook wish list. The next page is my finance page, and here I just wrote our monthly bills, and then I used another transparency sheet, wrote the months, July through December, and then I'm just adding a check box each month as we pay our bills. I wrote my paydays for 2014, and the reason why I did this was because sometimes you're on the phone and you're going to set up a reoccurrent payment or something like that, and you want to see which day is better for you. They usually ask you which day you would like to have it withdrawn from your account, and I think this is a good reference to have so that I know, okay, well, around this time would be better. And then of course it's next to my bills, because then I know which day they're due on this side. Over here is just a planner reference page. I wanted to keep the file effects size, paper size, the ring size, some of my favorite web size, and then just some tips about using a planner. I do have a file effects related channel, and most of my social medias are about file effects, so this is a good reference, especially when you're out shopping for scrapbook. You want to know the size for your dividers. You want to know if you find some 6 ring dividers at especially the Japanese stores, the Chinese stores. I can't see the size, and if it matches, I know that it's going to fit my file effects. The next page is just a little list I'm doing of research for our upcoming Vegas trip. Then here is just my daily to-dos. I can use these flags and move them around, or I can just reference to this page of things that I need to do, that I like to do. And it's my YouTube spread. You guys see how I normally do this. I film the video, I edit, I schedule it, and I post it for you guys to watch. Just some YouTube edit notes. Here's another test page. I just wanted to see my highlights, my highlighters. I have some Daiso, some Pilot, and the new highlighters I just purchased. Another spread about my classes. I want to write some quotes in here as I find them throughout the month. I follow and I'm friends with, I have several Facebook friends who share quotes all the time, and they're always very inspiring, and I like to sometimes write them down throughout the month so that I can use them on my art journaling or my mixed media journaling that I've been trying to do. Here is just my bullet journal, my July spread, my task. I left one space between each day, so I ended up over here, and then I have this page for task. Here is July daily bullet journaling. Because I don't decorate or make the separations for each day ahead, and I don't have my week on 2 pages file effects because I'm doing the one book July challenge, I wrote some things that I thought about that I need to do on the 7th. so I just wrote them on a post-it, and they're work related to do, so I just picked a green post-it because that is the color for my work stuff. And here's my 365/30 list. And as I do it, I just mark a check because I love doing these lists. They really inspire me to do some journaling. Here's just a list of racks, and of course I covered everything. Then here I want to write down my Pinterest ideas. I've actually don't pin everything. I try to pin things that I'm really interested in and I want to do, hopefully, or that really inspire me and I like. So I don't have a lot of pins in my Pinterest account, and I want to go through them, kind of my summer project. Go through them and write the ones that I really want to complete in this spread. Over here I have a spread that I want to write some workout basics, so that in the morning when I wake up and I'm ready to work out, but have a block, like I don't know what to do, I don't know what to have for breakfast, I don't know how to get started. I want to write down some of my favorite videos, some of my favorite songs, some of the favorite things that I like to have for breakfast, kind of maybe put my morning routine in here, just some of that stuff. And that's how I'm going to continue my book. So I wrote down all the page numbers so that I can write this stuff in my index, and I will be able to reference back to it. I just wrote down the titles because I wanted to have an even space for the pages here. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that right after this video. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate all your feedback. So let me know what you think about my DIY planner, and if you are doing your own DIY planner. Let me just show you guys. I've also done or implemented my live mapping, color coding in here, so that I can have easy access. Since this notebook, I don't really want to put a lot of tabs because I want to put a band around it, or maybe a cover. So we'll see about that. Thank you so much for watching again, guys. Bye.